giving you a precise review or an in-depth analysis of that of this very movie, My Baby Boy. But before I proceed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You comment, give me a thumb up, and share this analysis. You see, My Baby Boy for Life, of course, is just three major characters, or Jim, or Claire, and Jessica. Of course, both now the three person or dramatic personnel, they are the major characters in that movie. It was a wonderful movie, to be precise, produced by Uche Nancy. But I think I will rate that movie 7/10, because 7/10, yes. I will rate that movie 7/10. From the beginning, I think Uche Nancy didn't portray the reality of life in that movie. She did not portray the reality of life at all, because you look at scenarios whereby Jim is showering birthday or gift to his fiancée Jessica with with whaps of dollars. No, come to think of it, in reality, which guy would do that to his girl? I'm not saying that guys don't give their guys bundle, but imagine stack of bundle of dollars. Come on, who does that? Who does that? And apart from the bundle of dollars, we also see a scenario immediately offering her bundle of dollars for this, for that, for that. He moves again, presenting car key to her. You see, that is not the reality of, especially uh, in Nigeria here. She is, Uche Nancy portrayed everything to be lovey-dovey. For God's sake, Jim himself was made to be a jobless man in that movie. Although there is a clue that provided that he has a job, but there no reasonable man or young man that has a job that will be all over his woman. You don't understand me? I think Uche Nancy should be able to try and adapt the replica of Nigerian setting. You understand me? Because Jim was such kind of a henpecked young man, lovey-dovey, going on about chingumming a woman, all in name of love, 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 love. I think I would score Uche Nancy at that particular scene. I would score her 0/10 in that aspect, because there is no young man that will come and be whapping you with those, a bottle of dollars, presenting khaki on the name of you're a lover in this present day Nigeria. This present day Nigeria, I don't think it will happen. It doesn't worth it. Now, even in the aspect of the guy coming to visit Jessica, the lover, at their workplace, in her office, I will also score Uche Nancy 2/10 in that aspect, because I don't see any reason, no matter how how intoxicated you are in love aspects, at least your fiance should have some room of concentration at work. Why you barging and coming in at will at your fiance's place, your workplace? No, it is not a typical Nigerian setting. I'm not saying that couples don't visit their loved ones at work. Of course, they do. They do. But you need to understand my concept. You need to understand my concept very well. So that is a flaw on the side of Uche Nancy. Now, again, at the first half of that movie, there was no atom of suspense. Even from the movie, as you are watching, you're already knowing what will happen next, this and that. It's as if it's just primary school love story. You know, it lacked suspense at the beginning, at the beginning stage. But I think the trajectory of the whole movie changed immediately, or immediately Claire got pregnant. Jessica's friend got pregnant, and that is where at least a heightened effect took place. And I must give Uche Nancy kudos in that aspect because that was where the suspense now started developing, and the movie started getting what intriguing and captivating, and it was a spectacular one. It was a spectacular one. When looking at the plot was highly exceptional. Of course, two young couples being in love over his with each other, being in love with each other, doing well for themselves, career-wise, future prospects intact. Of course, the girl in question having a friend, of course, but the friend is not uh, socially inclined. I mean, in terms of affluence, socially inclined, statistically inclined, just unlike her friend, Jessica. But her friend is also a very nice person, and because she herself probably she came from an average background. If you listen how the boyfriend she was able to get, the boyfriend is a broke guy. You know, as soon as she called him, the boyfriend is already begging for 10K, and he has kept on borrowing money from Claire from time. So that is still an imbalanced social stratification when it comes to those two girls, the two ladies. But however, because of colleagues at work, job in question, both of them are able to what be together as friends. So in quote and unquote, Jessica's friend do not have a boyfriend, while Jessica has a promising and every woman's dream kind of what man in the name of what Jim. And Jim showered so much love to Jessica. And of course, definitely they are hoping that someday they are gonna get what married. But jealousy crept in. Jealousy crept in. Jealousy crept in through Claire, Jessica's friend. And do we blame Jessica's friend? No, obviously no. That is where I'm telling you because the Jessica herself, you know, understand the concept. Sorry, Jessica herself misunderstood the concept of life, the concept of the reality of what life, announcing yourself, because there is always one thing about life is what privacy. It showed from that movie, especially from the beginning, it showed that Jessica lacked privacy. Whatever that happens between her and her lover, she's always there to tell her colleague at work. And the that is where Uche Nancy also got it all wrong by portraying that you can keep so much closeness, so much kind of friendship at work. Because if you maintain job ethics, nothing would have been making or Jessica to be sharing such privacy with her friend at work as at every given point in time. And of course, trust humans, jealousy crept in, and that was when um, Jessica's friend started planning on how to take over the boyfriend of Jessica. And the whole thing, the whole effect got what heightened. And that is also where I would praise Uche Nancy because it's as if the second phase of that movie was so much captivating, so much drama in quotes, so much suspense, and you know, the ambience, the environments where the whole movie was shot, the setting was so much spectacular. It was, it was fantastic one. It was a fantastic one, and I love the dramatic devices that Janasi used, like flashback. There are a lot of scenarios there where flashback was used, and the flashback was used to recall some incident in the past. For example, well, Jessica recurring through the type of flashback when her friend was advising her to abort the baby, another scenario of flashback when Jessica was also advising her, that was also telling her that she is relocating to Abuja, that she knows that she lives a private life and she would want to, that the baby daddy has agreed that they should what, relocate. Those elements of flashback were some of the dramatic techniques that Uche Nancy adopted in that movie. And I must praise Uche Nancy in terms of some of the props, some of the aesthetics that were used in that movie. It was very very um, spectacular. It was very, very spectacular, and I must praise her for that. But I'm still insisting that at the first half, Uche Nancy failed to portray the reality of life, especially to an average Nigerian. Because if you look at the mansion where Jane and Jessica are living, young couple, how much are you out there kind of be living in such kind of a mansion? Who is who is Jane? Where was he before? What was his occupation that is waddling out bundle of dollars? What is your occupation? What kind of work are you doing that will be making you to be splashing bottle of dollars? No, it doesn't portray reality of an average Nigerian young guy. At least an average Nigerian young guy should at least a cute apartment, not too luxurious, but at least minimal. But from what we saw there, it's too exaggerated. It's too exaggerated. So please, if you love this analysis, subscribe to this channel, comment, share, give me a thumb up. And I will always be giving you various analysis of different movies as far as this as far as movie review is concerned. Now let's look at the issue at the aspect whereby both women are now pregnant for Jim. But have you also forgotten that now Jim is realizing that Jessica is also pregnant, and Jessica is also claiming that Jim is responsible. Do you actually think that Jim is responsible, given the fact that remember when Glory paid a young man to come and sleep with Jessica when she drugged Jessica? Yes, I believe you can remember vividly when Jessica's friend drugged Jessica, to sleep in order for another person to come and say, don't you think that that 1 minute, that one time stand might result to that pregnancy that Jessica is carrying? But hopefully, season 2 of that movie, which Nancy is going to release it soon, so we'll know what happens later in the day in that.